Right now, there are two ways to use AI, and one of them is a trap. It won't hurt you tomorrow, but in 6 months from now, a year from now, you'll wonder why nothing is working. And it'll be too late to course correct. Most people aren't seeing this choice clearly. I don't know why. It could be because of the excitement or the early traction that they're getting. But what they're not realizing is they're using AI the same way everyone else is. And they think they're getting ahead, competing. Regardless of where you are on your journey, the same tools and capabilities are available to you. And yet, you'll experience completely different outcomes depending on which path you take. One path leads to irrelevance. The other one leads to something that can't be replicated. The difference isn't technical. It's not about which tools you use or how good your prompts are. It's about whether AI replaces what makes you distinct or amplifies it. And that, my friends, whether you examine it or not, is determining where you end up eventually. Here's what I keep watching unfold recently. Someone discovers AI can write, can research, can produce content that looks professional. And a logic kicks in. That sounds reasonable. If AI can do this, why should I? So they take a step back. Let the machine handle more and more of the work. Output increases, effort decreases. It feels like progress. More content, faster production, less of the minute. I call this replacement thinking. It has benefits, but not for you. And that's the trap I'm referring to. This path treats AI as a substitute for human contribution. Automate what can be automated, remove the bottleneck, scale the output. That logic makes perfect sense if you're running a factory. But you're not running a factory. You're building something online. If you're trying to create connection with an audience, you're not in the business of output. You're in the business of resonance, trust, the sense that there is someone on the other end who gets it because they've actually lived through it. That's what makes someone worth paying attention to. You cannot automate those things. You can only remove them. Let me describe what I see happening. You've been building for a while, maybe a year, maybe longer. You discovered AI could speed things up, so you leaned into it. Content that used to take you hours now takes minutes. You're posting more than you have ever have with the goal of growing your business or your thing. And yet, engagement is flat, maybe even declining. You look at your analytics and the numbers don't make sense. More output, same results, or worse results. You tell yourself it's the algorithm. The platform changed something. You need a different strategy. But there's this thing you notice and you don't want to name it. Your content reads fine. It's structured well. It says the right things. But something is missing. A quality you can't quite put your finger on. Something that used to be there when you wrote everything yourself. Even though it took longer and was less perfect. You're not imagining it. What's missing is you. When you removed yourself from the work, you removed the reason anyone would care. What's left is content that checks all the boxes and resonates with no one. I was talking to a founder recently who runs a social listening platform for creators. His software tracks how audiences respond to different types of content. He's been specifically tracking responses to AI-generated content for 2 years now. I asked him what he was seeing. He said when his system identifies AI-generated content, he sees rage in the comments. Not mild disappointment, rage. People feel deceived. Trust disappears immediately. Then he said something that stuck with me. He said there's a counter movement forming. People are actively seeking out creators who are real, who have actually done the thing they're talking about, who bring something that can't be generated. There's a texture to real experience, a specificity that shows up in how you talk about something you've actually lived through. When that texture comes though, people feel it. Not always consciously, but they feel it. The flood of AI content isn't just creating noise, it's creating hunger for the opposite. We're at a fork right now, and for many people, one path feels like leverage. but it's sameness across the board that leads somewhere you don't want to go. It leads to interchangeable, forgettable. It leads to competing with everyone else who made the same choice, racing to produce more of what nobody wants. The other path is something people will crave more and more. A real human connection. Don't get me wrong, you still use AI, but to amplify you, not your output. You, your perspective, your experience. The way you see problems that comes from years of actually working inside them. You use it to bring what's inside you and have it help you articulate it, frame it to be better understood. This is the philosophical split that determines everything else. One path treats AI as a substitute for human contribution. The other treats AI as an extension of what only you can bring. One makes you interchangeable, the other one makes you irreplaceable. If you have spent years in a field, you build real expertise through actually doing the work. There's a layer underneath all of that experience, expertise that no machine can reach. What stayed with you from decisions that cost you sleep? The pattern recognition that only develops after being wrong enough times. The instinct for what matters that you can't fully explain but know is right. The way you see a problem and immediately know which parts are real and which parts are distractions because you've been inside that problem before. That layer is yours. Think about the problems you solve without having to think about them. The questions people bring you because they know you've seen this situation before. The advice you give that cuts through confusion, not because you're smarter, but because you've lived through it. Most people dismiss their own knowledge as it comes too naturally. Just because you don't have to think about it, it doesn't feel like expertise. That's exactly what makes it valuable. You're not performing mastery. You're not reciting information you learned somewhere. You're speaking from somewhere real. The kind of knowing that only comes from having actually done the thing. The gap between what you know and what others can access isn't a limitation. That is the entire point. At the end of the day, this isn't really about AI. You don't have to use it, but if you do, the question becomes, does it replace what makes you distinct or does it amplify it? It's about a choice that most people aren't seeing clearly yet. They're focused on tools, tactics, best practices. They are missing the fork in the road underneath all of that. One path leads to irrelevance disguised as efficiency. You produce more, faster, with less effort, and slowly become indistinguishable from everyone else doing the same thing. The other path leads to something that can't be replicated. What you create has you in it, and that's precisely what makes it valuable. This is true for any business, or anything you do, really. I've spent 20 years in technology watching shifts like this unfold. The people who benefit rarely are the smartest or most talented. They are the ones who see clearly and choose deliberately while everyone else is still reacting. The flood is coming either way. AI-generated content, the garbage, is going to fill every channel, every platform, every corner of the internet. And it's already happening if you haven't noticed, by the way. The question is where you'll be standing when it fully arrives and takes over. Let me know if this resonates down below in the comments. And please don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you for your support. I'll see you in the next one.